Hi everyone, welcome back to Creatively Crafted Life. This is Melanie and today is SCT Sampler Kit. Yes, this is the sampler kit from September. I know, we're already in October. What can I say? It just kind of got ahead of me. But anyways, paper doesn't go bad, so we're still good. I did want to share the kit with you and also what I make with it. So first off, let's talk about what the contents are. Now remember, this is a sampler kit, so you get a sampling of supplies from the respective collection. Usually there's some sort of tool or stamp set or something like that, and usually some sort of specialty item. They're often, actually in every one, there's always been some sort of word acrylic piece or foam piece. This month there is none. I believe they had some manufacturer issues with it, so that did not show up. Every month there is a theme. This one says start today with a grateful heart. It gives you all the information on the back side. In addition, you get an email and it usually has some coupon codes that you can use at like scrapbook.com, for instance. So what's in here this month? So for the tool, we got this Oh Holy Night stencil from Echo Park, and I believe it's supposed to be like maybe some sort of pine bough or something like that, but really it just looks like like pine leaves or something like that with a berry, so you could use this year round. So I'm really pleased with that. From Close to My Heart, we got My Crush Artistic You watercolor sheets, 2 of them, and I don't know if you can see this. Oh, there you go. So there is a resist pattern in here, so once you apply watercolor to this, that pattern will be revealed, and this is a floral. So that's kind of fun. Very fun. The 2 collections we got, one was from Carta Bella, the other was from Pebbles. So let's start with the Pebbles collection. I received these with my kit. Again, because this is a sampling, everybody's going to get just something a little bit different, because remember, these are probably 6 by 12 sheets, and there's usually 2 for thicker, so looks like I have about a third, maybe quarter. I think it's a third. But I'm making memories with love, happy together, you and me, and then 2 hearts. So that's really fun. And then I also got these heart puffy stickers. For ephemera pieces, I actually got a lot, and this looks like it has a bit of a floral theme to it, which is nice. This is also, did I mention this? It's Pebbles, the Avenue collection. And I noticed that with Pebbles quite often they work well with both scrapbooking and card making. So you'll notice that with the cut aparts that I will show you here, that's what they look like. Now these ephemera pieces, they do have a coating on them. I don't know if you can see that, they're a little bit shiny. I prefer matte, but you know, they'll work. So those are all the pieces that I received in my kit. Oh, and one little bird. Forgot him. So I got 2 3x4 cut aparts. One says thank you, the other one says you matter a lot to me. You can see how this would very easily translate to a card. Actually, both of them would. I think I would have a harder time using thank you for scrapbooking, but the you matter a lot to me could easily work in a scrapbook as well. The back side of this just says this is stuff memories are made of, so even if you don't like the cut aparts, you could flip it over and use this as a layering piece. The rest of the cardstock are full on 6x6, although they are cut from 12x12 cardstock, which means they are scaled for the 12x12, so they're not a true 6x6 piece of paper. The first one I have here is another cut apart that are 2 inches. I've got with deepest sympathy, just for you, hello, love you, this is the place, thankful for you. Again, you can see a lot of these would translate very easily into making cards. This one here got cut off a little bit, which is too bad, but it is what it is. And then there's this floral heart. The back side is this very tan colored geometric floral, I guess if you want to call it that. Very pretty. This floral is absolutely beautiful on this dark green, almost forest green backdrop, which I love. It kind of has a fall theme-ish feel to it, like it's lending that way, but not overtly so. And then the back side is a tone-on-tone green dot. Then there is this leaf print, and the back side is that same tan color with a white floral. Then we have a small floral here with a little bit of blue thrown in, which is kind of fun. And then the back side is a coral dot. And then we have some butterflies, which you could trim out. They are a little on the small side, but it is possible. And then the other side looks like this animal print with that forest green color. There is a wood grain. The back side is the houses, which you could color if you wished. These also could be cut apart fairly easily. And then there is this one with women on scooters, and that's really cute. I'm not sure if I would use that side, especially as the other side is a gingham check, which is very usable in my books. So that is Pebbles, the Avenue collection. Let's talk Carta Bella Farmhouse Market collection. I actually have this collection. I do subscribe to Echo Park's monthly kit, and this was one of the kits that we received, I think, in May maybe? So let's talk about what I got for ephemera pieces. There's a little frame with an embroidery hoop. I wasn't born in a barn, but I got here as fast as I could. And then Vintage Market, Picture Perfect, and a banner. Now you're going to find this funny. I really don't know that I would use a barn for much, but I'm really into watching homesteaders on like different families that homestead on YouTube. So maybe I can incorporate this somehow into documenting how much I enjoy watching those. I don't know. Which is really funny because I am a city girl. I also got some of these flat brads. So they're not true brads in the sense there's no prongs in the back. They're stickered backed. Oh, and a fan. Cardstock. We got four pattern papers. This really pretty watercolor floral. On the other side is a pink with kind of a little starburst, if you will. Then there is this overlapping wreath, and on this side here I received a piece of the wood plank with the floral in the bottom corner. This is like a cut apart sheet. These would easily cut out and would be great embellishments both for a scrapbook page or for a card, and the other side's really pretty too with this pink. Cartabella paper is quite thick, and it's also got like a pebble texture to it. It's really pretty paper. And then there is this card catalog, I guess. Is that what this is called? Cubbies. Could be seed cubbies. I don't know. I'm not even sure which way it should go. I think they are cubbies, and I think the idea is that you would put something in there and then you could label it. And then they provided 3 coordinating cardstocks to go with it, so that's kind of fun. So that is the kit for the month of September. Let me get playing with it and I will show you what I came up with. Okay, so I'm done with my creating, and what do I have left of the kit? Well, obviously the card. I did not touch the stencil. I have some little bits of scraps paper. These I am just going to recycle. This piece I'm not too sure yet. I'm going to hold on to it and see if I get inspired by it, or I may just recycle this as well. As far as ephemera pieces go from the Avenue, I have a couple of larger pieces, all of the houses, and this acorn. And I'm just going to throw those in my die cut binder. And from the Farmhouse Market, I only have these 3 pieces, and I have these stickers left as well as the brads. I opted not to use any of these because I made only cards, and I just thought these would be better served on a scrapbook layout. So those are all just going into my stash. I also didn't touch either of the resist cards. Those will also go into my stash. Okay, I made a lot of cards with this kit, but I did make one layout. It's this one here, and I used the Avenue to complete it. Some of the die cut pieces were quite large, and so what I ended up doing is trimming them in half, or in the case of the florals, I trimmed them into 3 pieces. I just added a little bit of dimension. I used 2 of the puffy word phrases, added some journaling and my photo, and that is pretty much it. Okay, let's talk cards. A lot of these are very similar in looks because I used these tags as the center point. I pulled in a couple word stickers for a couple of these, but a lot of them I've left just blank because I think these make really great generic all-purpose cards. And so let me just quickly flip through these. I'll zoom in. So basically I started with cutting these apart and found out how many of those I had, as well as some embellishment or ephemera pieces that I thought can make into the card. So I'll just quickly flip through these so that you can see how they came together. This one here, I added the ephemera and I actually mounted this on top of that barn piece. It actually perfectly covered the writing and the barn. It did extend a little bit over this way, so I just trimmed that off and butted it against this pink piece so that it looks like it was intentional, and added a couple of the gold puffy hearts to finish it. And this one, I had a really small word sticker that I thought I would work really well on top of the washi tape that they had on there. And I noticed I glued this on very crooked. Oops. And I did glue this on with glue, liquid glue, so there's no taking that off, but that's okay. We'll just pretend it was intentional. Okay, on to the Avenue. I did make a few cards with those as well. 3 of them are still in the drying phase, so I'll have to be careful in showing you those. This one here, I just layered some scraps of cardstock that were left over with this die cut. I pulled from my stash an alphabet sticker. This is from Felicity Jane, just to type the word hi. I really think that one's a cute card that I could send to a friend who lives far away. And then this one is not really entirely done. I have the base of it in, but it needs something to complete it. So I don't know if you've watched any of my previous videos, but I talk about creating base cards. That's where this is going to go. And every now and then I pull out that box and I go through and I just add finishing touches or add stamped images, etc., just to complete the card. So that's what that one is. These next 3 have some Nouveau crystal drops on them, and so they are still drying. I did pull out a die from Simon Says Stamp. It's the postage stamp die to kind of embellish this up a little bit. This is the cut apart, and then just cardstock, and then 3 dots of the Nouveau. This one here is just 3 layers of cardstock, and then the 2x2 cut apart. I did cut those butterflies out. They were actually pretty easy. These 2 are glued flat, and this is on a dimensional. And the green dots are also a Nouveau crystal drop. And then the last card that I made is this one here. We were really getting down to scraps at this point. I see I glued this one on crooked too. I guess I was just having a crooked day. Oh well, it happens. I don't have time to always measure everything and make sure it's perfect, and I'm sure whoever gets this card will appreciate just the same. So again, I used the postage stamp dyed. This one I wrapped a piece of the scrap paper around with some twine, and then of course the crystal drops on there. So all in total, I made 5 cards using the Avenue and 9 cards with the Farmhouse Market collection included in this kit, and 1 12x12 layout. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you're inspired. If you have these kits, pull them out and get using them. I'd love to see what you are up to, so if you do share on social media, leave your information below in a comment so I can follow you as well. Thanks again, and until next time, happy crafting.